Welcome to Telstra Stadium. It is a crucial night tonight for the Sydney Swans and Essendon. Well, the Swans, it has been a tumultuous week up here. Their style of play has been criticised by the AFL heavies, and their captain, Stuart Maxfield, stood down midweek for personal reasons. In fact, Maxfield is a late withdrawal tonight. The official line, he has a leg injury, although there's some talk that the emotional events of this week have taken their toll. The Bombers, well, they have been devastated by injury. No Solomon tonight, no James Hird tonight, and Malcolm Blight. I know it's only round 7, but for the loser tonight, it's desperate stuff.
Look, I think it is, Stephen. You've got to win 10 from 15 home and away games. It's going to be a big ask, particularly if Sydney lose tonight.
Let's have a look at the Bombers running out. Now, they've got one late to change. Jobe Watson is out. We'll have a look at the ladder first because, well, that's what you're talking about, Malcolm. The Swans are 12th and Essendon 13th. And as I said, 2 and 5. I think only one team's ever won it from if you don't finish in the top 4 at the end of the year. That was the Crows. Yeah,
looks pretty difficult to get to the top 4 now. However, I mean, from the other side of the thing, you're not that far away from the 8. But if you can put 3 wins together, whoever wins tonight puts 3 together, I think there's still some chance.
Well done, Kevin Sheedy. Here come the Swans now. The controversies of this week, Malcolm. What sort of effect do you think it'll have on the Swans tonight?
Look, I think Paul Roos can use it. Sometimes as a coach you go into siege mentality, and I think that Roosy could do that. He's been attacked from all and sundry.
As he was.
And I think that the boys now should just get around him. Barry Hall's been very vocal this week about how we should support him and start kicking some more goals.
Let's now welcome Tim Lane as we have a look at the teams. Tim.
Good evening, Quarters. Well, they're 2 of the 3 lowest scoring teams in the comp to date this season. The ugly stat for the Swans is that since they kicked 18 goals against Hawthorn in round 1, they've averaged 9 goals per game. Let's see how they line up. And when you look at that front half, you wonder why is it so? Because there is plenty of goal-scoring potential. O'Loughlin and Barry Hall. Fletcher, you'd imagine, would line up on Hall. His confidence perhaps a bit bruised after a confrontation with Jonathan Brown last week. Zantuck, not a bad match for O'Keefe, who's a handy goal kicker. Now, Luke Vogel's just about to turn 22, a mature-aged recruit, an interesting story. Will start in the 18. Will he line up at centre-half forward? What a responsibility that would be. In midfield, not too many match winners. Paul Roos has lamented the fact that he doesn't have a Chris Judd-type player. He also has a problem in the ruck. Adam Goods will again have to shoulder much of the responsibility. Here are the key matchups. Peveril probably on Jude Bolton and the acting captain Kirk on Jason Johnson of Essendon. Up front for the Dons, well, Leo Barry likely to go to full back and play on Lloyd as he did against David Neitz a couple of weeks ago. Crouch should be a good match for the dangerous Lovett. Henneman will start, so Sheedy going in with both his tools. Scott Lucas at centre-half forward. Shawball likely to come out and pick him up. To the interchange bench, the Bombers have reinstated a couple, while for Sydney, Jared Moore makes his debut and Jason Saddington back after an ACL operation and plays his first game since round 10 last year. Quarters, Kevin Sheedy predicts Russian roulette. Let's see who fires the first shot.
Who are you tipping, Malcolm?
I do like the Sydney Swans up here.
Tim?
Yeah, Swans, I reckon. The bunker mentality that you referred to, this might be their night.
Yep, Sydney for me too, as we start this game. And the first clear possession of the night goes to Ty Kennelly, who goes long and wide. It's a good kick too. Oh dear. Now, this is controversial because Davis started the game with a very, very heavily bandaged hamstring. Now, has he twanged it already? If so, boy, there's going to be some serious questions asked as Davis limps off. He looks a goner already into the full forward area. O'Loughlin, Kenny, Crum, Zantuck's there. We'll have a throw in. Malcolm, you and I talked about this before the game.
You're just taking the words out of my mouth. That I'm not a great fan of Tate, and look, everyone can give me every medical reason. Right, he's gone. That's 4 weeks. But why? You're showing the opposition. I don't know. It's just a mental thing, I think.
Well, he wasn't even stretching out. O'Keefe around the corner and a good result. Goods, who was at the first rack contest, finds his way down to the goal front and should certainly kick the first of the night.
Didn't take long for controversy. About 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Tate. Well, it's a great kick, isn't it? It's a guess kick, but it's the right spot kick. Didn't go too far, just 10 or 15 metres out from the front of the square.
Their backs to the wall. I think there'll be a revved up team tonight. Goods from straight in front makes no mistake, and the Swans are away. Was protesting as though it was a free kick, which would have made the refusal to allow play on a little harsh. So Kennelly punches Sydney forward. Hall arrives late, had to go the spoil. McPhee and Mark Johnson combine nicely. Thomas, the late inclusion to Jason Johnson. Now Laycock, who started up forward with Henneman on ball to try to stretch the Swans' defence. Rioli places it beautifully, and a good start for Lloyd here.
Hope we get to a minute tonight, would break the world record.
From 48. Good looking kick. Bomber fans like it, so does their spearhead. Never taking his eyes off the footy. Peveril is his target out there, and they're able to double up. Welsh and Peveril as the Bombers work it clear. Now Mark Johnson behind the wing. Lucas at half forward has been picked up by Roberts-Thompson, with Shawble forced to go onto the big man Laycock. Here's Zantuck doing some running out of defence. And now Laycock positions himself well, but he's been penalised for pushing Shawble out. Wasn't a whole lot in it, but enough. Sydney's ball.
And as Shawble has the ball at half-back, Neil Cordy with a report on Nick Davis.
Yeah, he didn't waste any time, Quarters, straight into the rooms and hasn't reappeared.
Shawble to the wing. That's a good mark in front. Well done by Bolton.
Laycock's going to get pretty tired tonight. He's doing the ruck work in the centre, then going to centre half forward, and Bolt is running around with goods. So that's an interesting move by Kevin Sheedy.
Mark Bolton bangs it long. Laycock and Lloyd fly. Barry from the side, the spoil. It's a free kick. From 35 out, slide angle. Beautiful kick, well done. Goal of the Bombers. So Hall will contest this one against Henneman. Hall pushes Henneman under the ball. Now he's got a chance for a snap around the corner. It's a ripper. Well, there's a bit of experience and also a bit of strength, but just completely demolished Henneman in the ruck there, Malcolm, and then it was easy pickings.
Tim, watching that Essendon forward line then, they almost always lead too early. The guy with a chest mark's got to get back from the mark, someone standing him. Most players lead far too early.
That was a glorious mark. Just a pity he lost it on the way down. He held it long enough to be paid the mark, but they look so much better if they're carried to the ground. Laycock from a long way. Lucas in good position.
Body on your opponents. You only have to beat that player, not the ball.
Lucas opens it up and does it beautifully. Don's back in front.
As Fletcher goes short.
Footy's been good.
Finds McPhee.
This will be McPhee's 8th touch in the defensive half. Tim?
To the wing go the Bombers. Oh, that was very clever by Laycock. To love it. Who has one bounce? He might do it down the other end. He punches the air. Magnificent play by the Bombers. Oh, what a goal.
It's the way they play, Malcolm. They seem to only really want to set it up to target close to goal.
Pretty much.
Another long ball, Fletcher. Huge launch there from the returnee in Saddington. Ablett been busy. Matthews. Now Kirk. He has led by example in this first quarter. He's taken Hall wide. Man on the mark. Not much more than 25 metres out, but it's a tight angle. It's also a very good kick. Hall second, Swans back within a point. But you think about stats, Malcolm. Laycock's 2 kicks, 1 hand pass in the first quarter was probably the most effective player on the ground.
Tick, couldn't agree more. Overrated stats.
Goods the tap, Roberts-Thompson. Quick kick, Rioli. Keeps it alive.
Oops.
No mark to Buchanan, but Lloyd's handball is cut off. Geez, exciting, Kennelly. To Roberts-Thompson, good handball over the top. Spriggs. Swans have the extra man and it paid handsome dividends. Great run down by Rioli. Umpire let it go. It was a little hand pass by Ablett. Probably saved him, and that's a trip. So Lovett's got it in the midfield. Wastes no time. Kicks it to open space. There's three Bombers there. Laycock can't quite trap it. That was a big ask for a big man. And now the Swans through Crouch go to half forward. Fletcher picks off Hall. Loose ball. Handball comes out. Welsh goes through like the steam train. Couldn't trap it. Kirk now. Handball's out to Jude Bolton. He's run down. Ineffective kick. Over the ball is Bullen. Now a clearing kick by the birthday boy Fletcher. To the wing. Lovett Murray. Has one bounce. Not a lot to kick to. Lucas is running deep. Now Laycock. And Lucas got in the front and Lucas has got it. And he could just about chalk this one down.
I think what might have been overlooked in the lead up to this match is that Essendon were humiliated last week and they've come out steaming as well. We all were conscious of the state of mind the Swans might be in, but what about the Bombers? They're playing very well. O'Keefe here, well tackled by McPhee. Jude Bolton, Hall and O'Loughlin both there. Now, can O'Loughlin work some magic? Fine tackle. Hall, yes! And it should be Hall's third goal. Swans playing a bit of catch-up, but they keep playing it and they stay close.
Hall's got three, but it's the Bombers in front by a point. Goods gives the handball to Kirk. Hall attacks it again. Good handball too to Saddington. From a long way out, goes into the pocket. O'Loughlin out-muscled by Zantuck. Well done. Well played by Zantuck as he goes short. Oh, Peverill took the yellows off the footy. Just spent it before he had it. Subsequently a turnover. Bolton to O'Loughlin. And they pay a very heavy price for that mistake, the Bombers.
And I reckon
what is a long ground.
Yeah, it is a long ground, and I think that's a good idea from Matthew Lloyd. I mean, just get out, move yourself around, get yourself involved in the game, then go back forward.
Good's the better of Laycock there, but Peverill stealing it. Here's Lloyd. Well done, Barry. Quick to regain his feet, takes them on as ever. And even if he can't break, he's able to disorganise the tackling group. Jude Bolton works the foot. Saddington again. Disposal number 8. McPhee led O'Keefe to it. Been a pretty good matchup for Essendon, that one. Lovett working well in the back half. Welsh. Now Zantuck, who's on top of O'Loughlin back there. Not this time. Danger. Buchanan. Perfect for the youngster. Vogels, who can line them up. He's only a month from his 22nd birthday, so a mature-aged recruit, and he scores a goal. It's a big moment for him.
He's got to start putting his brain into gear now. You know, he's 26, 27 years of age. You've got to be able to have that ability to change.
Deft work by Bolton to McVeigh. The long ball.
See, in front again.
Swans just getting on top, and Barry is almost leading the charge here. Lloyd fought on that time, but Barry beat him off. Here's O'Keefe. And O'Loughlin. Peverill under the pump.
How good was that?
O'Loughlin. Now Jude Bolton, the call from Shawble up from defence. Lovett Murray's got him. Buchanan, this will be a great goal if Dempster can finish. He can't quite curl it back. Terrific endeavour from the Swans, all playing for each other, and they very nearly got the reward.
And he's within range here, Barry. He'll be kicking from about 47 metres out. Slightly worse than a 45-degree angle, and so far tonight Hall's got 3.
There might be a percentage on what he's kicked from this position before, but I don't think it actually means anything. And the very good reason why, it's never been in that exact spot before, and he's never been in this frame of mind before, or this game again. But he's in good form tonight. Good goal kicking form.
So living for the moment he is.
Yeah, I reckon you take each moment, which means you'll...
That's what faces Barry Hall. And it's another poster. That's the 3rd for Sydney.
But nice kick, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't in those helicopters that he's been doing, and yeah, keep your head up.
Signs are good for the Swans.
Here's this huddle going on.
Got a question with you, Malcolm. You're a lucky coach. You've got Fletcher, you've got Josh Hunt, and you've got Chris Johnson all in your full back line. Who would you have kicking out?
I'll come back to that. Plays going on.
Zantuck and Bullen with Shortall bearing down.
Andrew, that's it.
Now, Lovett Murray, too far out to score. Barry has front position here.
He's got him.
Lloyd boxing just couldn't make contact. And Barry wins again to Kennelly. It's all happening for Leo Barry. But here's Welsh. That's a clever left footer. Good spoil from Saddington. Stanton might get a result. He does. Badly needed one for the Dons.
You still thinking about my question, Malcolm?
I will. Sorry, I'll come back.
6-7 plays 6 straight.
I forgot. True the truth.
That's all right. Wasn't that important. McPhee. Good use of the body by Zantuck. Allows Thomas to swoop. Now to Lovett.
Back to the middle again.
It was to Jason Johnson. Good to see him back on. To Welsh. Lucas provides one lead. That's ignored. He goes the longer option to Mark Johnson. From the side, McVeigh, another mark. We've had 18 contested marks tonight, Malcolm.
Beautiful.
And McVeigh finishes off his good work.
Laycock the better of it. Rioli and Murphy. And a good delivery. Lloyd, gee, his confidence is a little shaky, I venture to say at the moment. 1 goal so far. Now it's 2 and the Dons are back in front. Well, 2 of them making Jason Johnson the meat in the sandwich, and he doesn't hurt easily, but that hurt him. Peveril just missing Andrew Lovett. It would have been dangerous if he'd hit him with it. There's still a chance. Lloyd for Peveril. Oh, great steal by Buchanan, and the Swans can hurt on the rebound. Roberts-Thompson, Laycock chased well, forced a change of direction. Now Saddington, this is a good passage of play. Roberts-Thompson still there, was exhausted. Welsh, Roberts-Thompson fights on.
How is that?
Buchanan for Matthews. That's a good kick. It deserves so much better.
That was about 5. That's 5 efforts from Roberts-Thompson.
Sorry, Tim.
A great effort. Well, it's that kind of match. They've both really come to play tonight.
Zantuck goes short. Bolton dropped the mark but has time to recover. Murphy flies high, couldn't make. McPhee, disposal number 15. Murphy to Lovett Murray. Chips it short. Lloyd has got it. It's a good effort. It's better than good. It's home. Lloyd's got 3.
Well, the Bombers have kicked 4 on the trot. Suddenly they're a kick and a half in front. Sydney could do with one. Important takeaway here. Lovett in and under. And a ball up. No, Sydney free kick.
You got to knock it on straight away, okay? You dragged it in and you held it in, okay, mate?
He's a bit stiff. He did a lot of work under there, and he finishes up the culprit. Goods to Craig Bolton, who goes wide for Hall. Now, what does he do to try and set something up here? He goes for the lead, and it's O'Keefe, and the delivery was excellent. From right on the paint. Lovely kick off the boot. Great kick.
Laycock. It's an up and under to the wing. Shawwell with the fist. Now Peveril loads up on the left. McVeigh. Oh, a couple of Swans collide. Shawwell manages to mop up. Now Kirk to Kennelly. Oh, handball intercepted. Ball played by Stanton to Bolton in the goal square. Lurking is Lucas. And goals. Well, the Bombers have got 10 straight.
Swans don't want to make mistakes back there right now. They're standing the Dons up a couple of goals. Bevan goes long. Laycock is there, just couldn't get back. But he's good enough on the ground. Nice work, love it with quick hands. Bullen into half forward. Clever mark, Barry over Stanton. And away he goes. You never quite know what will happen. Saddington, who's made a pretty good return. Hall in the midst of it. Zantuck over the top. McPhee the clearing kick. And it's a good one for Rioli. And the Bombers on the rebound. Wide for Lloyd. Strong grab.
Lloyd's kicked 3 goals. He's a long way from home. He's told to play on. He just drills it long. No mark. Tip of the goal square stuff for the Bombers. But the Swans managed to hold it up. We'll have a bounce. Essendon by 2 straight kicks. Laycock against Goods. Goods, nice tap. Bolton stripped of the ball. Laycock squeezes the kick. He's nailed it. Bombers lead by 3 goals, and the big fella's done it again.
Yeah, so Essendon now employing, you'll see number 23 there. Mark Bolton now goes into ruck against Good. Laycock goes to centre half forward.
Kirk fed it out to Ablett. Hurried kick to half forward. Hall against Fletcher. Hall one out, he's off. Play on. Pops one over the top to Saddington. Runs to 45 across the face. Well, I'm not sure if the pass was intended, but he'll take it. He's kicked 1. Swans cut the margin to 2 goals.
I think the argument is that while players are still involved, either as players or as coaches, their careers are still taking shape.
Players, I understand. Someone 57 who's done 576 games, played 250. What's your excuse?
He'll give it away eventually, believe me.
No, but why not now? Heaven forbid something happened in the meantime.
He might blot his copybook.
Tim, change the rules. Not yet. I'm in the group. Please, don't make a mockery
Getting
of it.
heated in the commentary box here as the Bombers go inside 50. It's getting willing. Roberts Thompson, he dragged it in. He might get pinged here. He will, and that is fair enough. He dragged it back in.
I still reckon this is a tough brawl, but I mean, I'll say they've been consistent tonight because there hasn't been one, so that's good. And there it is, getting caught underneath. I mean, the lad can't even see the footy.
What about the arm over his shoulder?
Yeah, sure.
What about the weight on his back? What about those infringements?
I agree, Tim. But I don't agree on the other.
So Brett Stanton has a chance to make it a 3-goal game again. He'll be kicking from 45. And he does just that.
Tim, just going back to that centre bounce, that was a bit of John Barnes in 2000 when he rucked for Essendon in that great year. Getting it forward to Johnson on the run so many times and got easy goals.
Rioli again, the creative side this time. It doesn't come off. Buchanan looking for a free. Spriggs. Swans having trouble working clear, and another tackle from Rioli. Bombers playing like men inspired at the moment. They're sensing, I reckon, the opportunity to make a crucial break in the match.
Great tackle from Rioli. Now there's a free kick here, is there? No.
He's had 8 tackles, Stephen. Rioli. I reckon tackling's fine. You don't want to always be tackling, but some of them have been very telling.
Another goal here for the Bombers would give them a very handy buffer. Henneman handballs inside the centre square to Peveril. Kicks it inside 50. Oh, well done, Matthews. He backed himself. Handballs to a stagnant player, but Dempster's good enough to get out of trouble. And here's the break. Dempster finds Spriggs. He's got a paddock to work with. He's got Swans everywhere. He goes the long option, and it wasn't the right one. Could have used that much better. He's kicked it straight to McPhee, and now Essendon on the attack. Laycock. He's got Jason Johnson in the middle. Ignores him, goes long. Lucas backing back with Stanton, but it falls to Lucas in the end. The big wind-up from 50. Lucas kicks a magnificent goal. Oh, that could be a match winner. He's got 4, and the Bombers lead by 24 points.
Fee is being picked up by a much taller player now. So Shawble from the back line to the forward line.
So Roos having to throw the pieces in the air. Matthews. Lovett Murray has it covered. Hall comes at him. Well done by Barry. Saddington, Buchanan on his right side, and he delivers.
For the best and fairest and all-Australian of last year. Hall, one out with Fletcher again. Fletcher wins out. He's got Lovett on in the middle. Lead from Bolton. And got away from Goods. Still pretty much in the middle of Telstra Stadium. 31,500 here tonight watching this match as Bolton goes the long option. Laycock. Shawble did well to spoil. Desperate was Bevan. Lucas has got 4. Good win by Vogels there to Shawble. To Craig Bolton. Now Crouch. Quick kick inside 50. O'Loughlin almost the second bite. But they get it back. O'Loughlin's got another crack at it. Over to Moore. Moore in his first game has kicked a goal. He snaffled it. What a young man, and the Swans are back.
Isn't it funny that Eamon Buchanan and Luke Vogels have both kicked a goal in their first game?
Margin 9 points. A free kick to Sydney. Advantage call. That's Vogels, the other first gamer. Rioli prizing it out. Lovett Murray, McPhee, well wrapped up by Bevan. Swans starting to swarm. Now there's a whistle, there's a free kick. It'll go Sydney's way. Kirk places it for Hall, and he did it well. Now Hall to put the Swans within 3 points. Here they come.
Stephen inside as we come back inside 50s. Essendon 39, Sydney 43.
And the clearances this quarter, it's all Sydney. The margin is 3 points. Love it. Good tackle by Buchanan. Look at Kirk go at it hard. Buchanan has another crack at it. Inside 50, O'Keefe. On a rare occasion tonight, outmarks McPhee, who I think slipped at the crucial moment. Can kick it from here, he's got one. Sydney Swans are in front.
As coach of Essendon over nearly 25 seasons.
Only one man has coached more, and that's Collingwood's legend, Jock McHale, 714 games. But at the moment, the Bombers have some work to do. Bevan. All the momentum is with Sydney. It's a free kick to the Swans.
No, he didn't. Careful.
Get up, says Mark Johnson.
50 metres.
And it's 50.
You can't call a player a weak dog. I'm sorry.
You can't call a player a weak dog. He's pinged him for calling him a weak dog. Do I hear rightly?
Yes, a weak something. Did you hear dog?
I think he said weak dog.
I didn't hear. I heard weak something.
Okay, I thought he said dog, but weak something. Can you penalise a player of 50 for that?
No.
It's interesting, isn't it?
That's very controversial.
You can't abuse umpires, obviously, but players say
very
unpleasant things to each other on a regular basis, I'd have thought.
Yeah, that's.
I've never seen that before.
Make a note of the time.
Okay.
11 remaining in the fourth quarter. We might have just seen history being made. Wow.
And he could end up kicking a goal. So Buchanan has missed.
Well, he's kicked one of the most controversial points in the history of the game then. Hey, I want to make a note of that, Stephen. A weak something.
We heard it get up, and then it was a weak something. And look at the look on Johnson's face. Cannot believe it. What, he says. And to be honest, I don't blame him. I mean, surely you're allowed to sledge like that. There's nothing wrong with that.
And there was
on a footy field or a cricket field. Bombers worked the ball with the wing.
I'll come back to that.
Barry. To Kirk. Paul's got to beat two and does, or is it a push? It was a push. And Big Barry's not happy. McPhee's got the free.
Controls himself pretty well these days, Barry.
So a bit of anger management does wonders. McPhee to Laycock, who lost a handle on it. Now Buchanan, who's played a pretty good game. Clever soccer skills. O'Loughlin has kicked a goal. O'Loughlin's got three, and very, very clever play from Eamon Buchanan, who was a last-minute inclusion for Stuart Maxfield and has well and truly done the job.
And it really was just that poor kick at Laycock's feet. He's a big fella, just didn't quite get down. All of a sudden everything turns topsy. Lovett running through the middle, got caught. All those sorts of things. When you look back at the tape at the end of the day, and every Essendon supporter, you think, gee, if only this happened, the ball's down the other end. They're just making fundamental errors at the wrong time. And that's usually how you lose footy games.
Laycock looked tired. In the first quarter, he would have trapped that on the half volley and set something up. It is all Sydney. They lead by 13 points.
Take them on.
And Lovett is just the man to do it. And Lovett Murray is a good one to have there to try and assist him. Play on is the call. Swans winning every contested ball. Well, nearly every one. Welsh the high ball. McPhee, that's a free kick.
That was crude.
Mark Johnson. Essendon haven't scored, have not looked like scoring in this quarter. Goods goes to the interchange bench as the Bombers look for an elusive goal.
Johnson kicks to the pocket. Kirk ducked. Good underground handball to Kennelly. To Matthews, look out. He just got the handball away in the nick of time. To Craig Bolton. Welsh with outstretched hands, couldn't get it. Hall lost it. McPhee, what a night he's had. Hasn't got a lot to kick to. Now goes to Lloyd. That's a wonderful effort. Beautiful kick. And Lloyd's looking to get it moving quickly. Goes short. Good kick. Murphy. So Murphy, a must-kick goal. Stabs at it. And you've lost him.
Got close to the man on the mark.
2 goals the difference. Still time left for Essendon. Laycock against Goods.
Oh no, they're flat-footed, Bombers.
Goods smashes it back inside 50.
This is the only block it's not.
Has he got anything to kick to? It's not a bad kick, it's a beauty again. McVeigh's got it, he's got a chance to play on. He looks for Lloyd. Lloyd's got it. Lloyd from about 52 metres out. It's a floater. It's good enough. There's a goal the difference.
Interestingly, the Swans have now packed their back line.
Not long left. Big takeaway here. Laycock tunnels it. Kirk wins it. He's been irrepressible. Bolton. Now it's 2-on-1 Essendon's way here. And McPhee is the man to try and prize Sydney open. But O'Loughlin makes a terrific contest. Can't hold it up forever. Zantuck. Now the game is on. What can Essendon do? Welsh can keep on coming. Swans are back in numbers. Good placement. Bullen. Bombers are still alive. Laycock's up in the goal square. He doesn't go for depth. He goes for Lucas. Oh, if he'd held that, you never know. He might have been able to do it from there. But it's Sydney's ball. The first game at Jared Moore. Lovett, Murray and Hall. Hall prevails. Big win that one for Bevan. And Sydney have the footy.
Was it the right option as Lucas is still down hurt, or should he have gone long, Malcolm?
I was actually looking up I actually didn't see that bit of play, Stephen. I was actually looking up the ground to see how the Swans could score when they had all these players behind the ball.
So Sydney have the ball and they'll try and ice the clock. Lucas still down off the ball. He's in a bit of trouble.
Well, the Swans can do this forever now unless Lucas gets up and picks someone up. There he is. There's his man.
He can hardly move, Scott Lucas.
He just needs to stand the mark now, take his place in the team.
So Craig Bolton is being called to play on. Lucas can hardly raise a gallop. Long kick. Kirk's there, so is good. Gee, the Bombers have been smashed into clearances in this last quarter. Whistle on play and it's a free kick to Sydney. clearances this last term, 15 to 5.
They've been, generally, as I've mentioned a couple of times, Stephen, they've actually been flat-footed around the ball when it counts. You've got to be on the move. You've got to make your body go forward.
Disposals this quarter, 90 to 40.
So a throw in the result of that. And Essendon would have to make a clean takeaway here and do everything right, you'd reckon. There can't be many seconds left. It's been the longest quarter of the night. Laycock, Goods beats him, beat him well. Young Moore again, under the pump. Through it. Essendon's ball. Can they build something from this? The tension must be paralysing in that Essendon box. Bullen sits it. Can someone snare it? Bevan nearly did for Sydney, and he fights on the deck. Still alive for the Dons. It's a little over a kick from goal. There it is. After a very big week, Sydney prevail by a kick. Andrew Demetrio's here, and I fancy he might be clapping.
So the Swans have won by one straight kick. You've got to take a hat off to the Bombers as well. They were superb. They had no James Hird. They lost Dean Solomon, just to name two players that were out injured. So take a hat off to the Bombers, but the Swans have got the points by one straight kick. Essendon led at the first three changes, but in the last quarter the Bombers kicked 1 goal 1 to Sydney's 4 goals 5. Controversy in the last quarter with that free kick. We'll bring you that in the closing segment. Let's go down to Neil Cordy, and I think he's sought out the captain, the acting captain for Sydney, Brett Kerr.
Brett, how's it feel to be skipper of your first win?
Oh, no, just winning tonight was fantastic. We needed a bit of confidence. I reckon this is going to be a turning point for our season. We've lost 3 in a row. This one tonight's going to get going.
It was such a tough week. There's so much happening with Stewart and the build-up. How did you handle all that?
Yeah, obviously it was a big week for the Swans, but the playing group, we got on the track, we worked hard together, and knew if we had 22 players committed tonight, we'd win the game.
Thanks for your time, well done.